Hey guys, so I was just talking to somebody about this topic and I wanted to do a video of it. The topic is expectations. So really in regards to, when I did this course, the Art of Living course a few years ago, and I've done it like probably 6 or 7 times now, one of the points that they made very known to the whole class and everyone taking the course was this idea that expectations reduce the joy. And when I first heard that, the thing that it was a little bit contradictory to what I had taught myself to believe, because I was looking really into the law of attraction and listening to Abraham Hicks a lot. And they always said, expect what you want to happen. Have that expectation that that thing which you desire is going to manifest in whichever way possible. And so when I heard this idea of expectations reduce the joy, I thought, that is so completely not what Esther and Abraham Hicks teach. I'm not gonna believe it, yada, yada, yada. So then as I got older and I got more mature and started doing some more introspection, I kind of understood the idea that those two ideas are kind of separate. One was not the other. And so expectations reduce the joy. Now, what the hell does that mean? So what I'm talking about, and in particular dealing with other human beings, expecting other people to behave or speak or think in a certain way that will make you happy only leads to suffering. Expecting other people to behave the way you would behave, right? I expect you to act in the same way that I act because I am being respectful, and I expect you to be respectful because I am being respectful. It leads to your suffering, right? Expecting other people to behave in a way that would fulfill the role and the box that you put them in will only lead to suffering. I was thinking about this. Now, for me, one of the most enjoyable times in my life was Christmas time. I love Christmas. And now that I look back at it and I understand myself even more, I realize how much I enjoy surprises. I really, really love surprises. I love surprise gifts more than anything. Isn't it nice to come home and, if you're a woman, to see your husband has cleaned the house? You didn't even have to ask him. He just cleaned up or took care of the kids or made dinner, without you knowing. And guys, isn't it nice when your lady is just standing in the doorway with a nurse's costume on? Come on. Great surprises, right? But it's so interesting that surprises, a lot of the times, for me at least, have led to joy. And so I finally got that idea of expectations reduce the joy. And coming back to the Christmas thing, it was wonderful to get to bask in that area of non-knowingness. Not knowing if Santa Claus was real, or what I was going to get for Christmas, or hoping that I got this for Christmas, but not expecting to get it, just really wishing for it. And then it was exciting when I got it. And I think that's right, my love for Christmas actually led me to this path of law of attraction, love. Really am infatuated with the law of attraction. I just kind of think now, by utilizing the law of attraction, this unerring force that's always working for us, that I can kind of have Christmas all the time. It's really exciting for me. But that whole idea, coming back to, so let me take a step back. The expectations reducing the joy part. I guess this whole video I wanted to say, I think if you resonated with anything that I just said, if you love Christmas as much as I do, and you love surprises as much as I do, then if you can start not expecting people to behave in a certain way or speak in a certain way or think in a certain way, that aligns with the way that you behave or speak or think, and you can just let people be how they are, they might surprise you in a whole lot of ways. You know, like, I personally am a know-it-all. I want everyone to behave and think and speak exactly like me. But if I'm forcing other people to speak and behave and think the way that I do, I never get the enjoyment of bonding with people by them just in normal day conversation going, I love Law of Attraction too. Oh, I love that book. Oh, I've been thinking about going vegan. Oh, I love doing cross training. Oh, I love, like all these things that we have in common. By forcing my way down their throat, I never give them the opportunity to say, hey, we bond in so many ways. Check this out. And on top of that, when you expect somebody to just be the way that you are, or behave in a certain way, or act in a certain way, literally all you're setting yourself up for is failure. When people, right, we can all feel that when we have expectations of us in a relationship or in a friendship or at our job or whatever, when we have those expectations of us and they go against our own core fabric, if you will, our own beliefs, our own values, not only are we going to resist that, right, changing for what other people's expectations of us are, but we're going to resist that with all types of fierceness and angst and resistance. It's not a good story for any of us involved. So if we are experiencing that, then the people that we are trying to do that to as well are probably going to have the same kind of reaction, right? When you're told you have to do something in a certain way just because, more than likely you're going to tell that person to F off. I'm not saying it nicely. So yeah, expectations reduce the joy. It's so much more fun to bask in the childlikeness that is our true nature, right? All the avatars, all these great teachers always said it. Be childlike in your disposition. Be childlike in your thinking. Meaning, be childlike in the way that you perceive the world. When you watch these videos of children that experience rain or snow or something for the first time, look at the wonder that just comes across their face, the joy that they're living in. They're just basking in this enthusiasm and excitement, right? That is our true nature. And why do we want to travel new places? Why do we want to go on these new journeys? Because ultimately, all of us still have that essence within us, that core foundation within us. And as we get older, we learn to disregard that and change and yada, yada, yada. But ultimately, we all want those new, exciting experiences. But each moment is a new and exciting experience. Each time you come back home and you talk to your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, whatever, your children, they are new people. They've learned something new that day. They've experienced the world differently that day. You get to come home to a new person every single day. You get to come home to a home that may look the same on the surface, but it's different, right? You get to look into the sky that changes every single second. You get to see the trees and the leaves blow for the first time. That tree outside that looks the same is a totally different tree than it was yesterday. Expecting things to stay the same, expecting somebody to behave a certain way, expecting for people to treat you a certain way, expecting situations in your life to go the way you've planned in your head is only setting you up for failure. There's nothing wrong with having a plan. There's nothing wrong with having a vision. But but expecting it to go step by step exactly as you've planned is setting yourself up for failure. Because unfortunately, unless you're an ascended master and this enlightened person, you don't have all the steps like you thought you did. Some of those steps are just things you thought you needed, when in reality, God and the universe are just going to kind of eliminate those because those are unnecessary. The excitement of life comes from the newness that is each moment, from the lack of expectation. Experiencing the world in present moment freshness. With that kind of perception, there's no doubt that you will experience so much joy, so much excitement, so much enthusiasm. Make it your practice for the next few days that as soon as you start to expect what you want in your partner, or expect what you want from somebody else's behavior, or expect the universe to do for you, not the long-term goal, but the step-by-step structure, stop for a second, take a deep breath, realign yourself, meaning have your focus and your intention on your end goal, meaning how you want your relationship to look, meaning, in the long term, how you're treating each other, the kindness, the excitement that you're having with each other, the crazy sex that you're gonna have, how you walk past each other, all that. Have that, but don't expect the other person to align with that immediately. Just allow it to happen. Don't expect the universe to give it to you now. Allow it to happen now and enjoy this present moment freshness each second. All right, guys, that's it for today. You'll be seeing more of me. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.